You're listening to AI PRISM from Seoul Economic Daily.
Before you make a move in Korea's property market, the story just split in two. Gangnam's priciest apartments are falling fast, with one Apgujeong unit down 4.21 billion won, or 32.9% from its peak. Meanwhile, lawmakers are fast-tracking a bill to raise density limits for private redevelopment, and the government just floated a Jeonsa-backed trust promising landlords a 4% annual return. It's Friday, August 21st. Let's look at what's happening in Korea's property market. Ruling and opposition parties are now negotiating a joint bill to raise floor area ratio limits for private redevelopment after years of resisting it, worried that private projects, 83.4% of Seoul housing starts last year, can't be replaced by public projects alone. At the same time, high-end sellers are cutting prices as new tax rules raise holding costs on homes near the top of the market, while buyers stay on the sidelines because financing remains tight. The Housing and Urban Guarantee Corporation is separately testing a Jeonse Trust program meant to give landlords tax breaks and a guaranteed return in exchange for depositing tenants' deposits into managed funds. Here's what the numbers show. Apgujeong Sin Hyundai's 183 square meter unit now lists at 8.59 billion won, or $6.17 million, down 4.21 billion won, or $3.02 million, from December's peak of 12.8 billion won, or $9.19 million. Gangnam District apartment prices fell 0.05%, and Socho fell 0.09% in the third week of August, while citywide prices still rose 0.22% on gains in outer districts. The ruling and opposition parties plan to pass the revised urban redevelopment law next week, potentially allowing private projects up to 1.3 times the legal floor area ratio near transit stations. HUG will price Jeonse Trust deposits into project financing loans yielding roughly 4 to 5%, and plans to cut the rental income tax rate for participating landlords from 14% to single digits. Seoul separately pushed for a Didimdol loan cap increase, up to 900 million won, or $646,000, in home price, and 600 million won, or $431,000 in loan size, to help young buyers, though the housing minister and Seoul's mayor haven't agreed on Yongsan Park housing supply. So what does this mean for buyers weighing a purchase this year? Earlier, we said the story just split in two. Here's what that means for you. Ultra-high-end apartments are getting cheaper, but that discount doesn't extend to mid- and lower-priced homes, which are still climbing as loan and tax rules pull in opposite directions. If the floor area ratio bill passes next week, expect renewed speculation around redevelopment sites even before construction starts, so watch which neighborhoods get named as beneficiaries. And if you're relying on Jeonse instead of buying, the new trust program could change the math on returns. But with eligibility terms still unfinished, it's not something to bank on yet this year. 3 things to watch. The National Assembly's plenary vote on the redevelopment bill next week, HUG's finalized Jeonse Trust tax terms before applications open next month, and whether the housing minister and Seoul's mayor reach a deal on Yongsan Park housing at their next meeting. That's today's AI PRISM, Real Estate. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI PRISM is a WAN-IFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI PRISM from Seoul Economic Daily.